Good morning, world. Interesting times we're living in. I want to thank Virginia Firestone and Cynthia Hensley and Tony DiStefano for being a part of snapping me back into the reality that is before me, which is to finish ministerial school so that I can get on with what I am here to do on this planet. And part of that is raising the money so that I can be in integrity and get that paid for. So what is really alive within me this day is a deeper awakening of this complexity of experience of being a spiritual being, having a very human experience, and dancing with those elements within myself and within each of you in a way that is precious and tender and authentic and transparent. I'll be honest, I am stunned but not surprised. I'm disappointed and yet have an even deeper understanding of what's going on today than I did yesterday standing in the voting booth casting my vote. Recognizing that, as I watch and listen to the rhetoric today, it occurred to me that while it's easy to say that we as a country voted for hate, what I recognize is that what is more true is that we voted from hate. Even if it was hatred of the hate that we were experiencing. And what I know absolutely at the core of my being is that what is going to shift our collective consciousness is love. There's nothing easy about standing in the integrity of love, about practicing inclusivity, absolute inclusivity that includes all of the people that engage in ugliness that we would rather not witness, rather not participate in. And that really is the call that is before us. I hear Reverend Georgia Prescott, everything is either a call for love or an expression of love, no exception. And in this moment, I recognize that this is very likely the greatest call for love that I've ever experienced in my lifetime. On a human level, as a human being that was born female, raised as a woman in the South with all of the supremacy, all the white male superiority mentality that our country was founded in, I have a deep understanding of the roots that we have created as a country that I think part of the solution is at some point we have to own that this is the root that we're operating from. As a human being that spent the majority of my adult life until 43 living the experience of a lesbian in the South, and what my experience was with that, I am deeply concerned for those of us in the gay and lesbian and bisexual transgender community. As a female to male transgender human being, I am deeply concerned. as a man married to a woman of color, I am deeply concerned. And as a minister charged with the call to hold all of humanity in truth and love, I am deeply concerned. And if I really believe what I say I believe, then the yes, the only yes, is to stand in the truth that God that is within every one of us is so much bigger. So much bigger than this election. So much bigger than what we're experiencing, what we're feeling, what we're telling ourselves. And so I return to that, and I sit in that, and I meditate on that, and I simply ask, what is mine to do now? And what comes with resounding clarity is to love with reckless abandonment and to practice true inclusivity that loves everyone. Everyone. That loves everyone who voted in a manner that I can't wrap my human head around. And yet, on some level, if I'm being really honest, I get it. I think more honestly, I don't want to get it because I don't want to see that element of humanity. And what I also know is what I refuse to see, I am powerless to shift. And so I welcome it, and I welcome the clarity, and I welcome the experience and the messiness, and I am committed to meeting it with love and integrity and transparency. And so this is not the kind of update I anticipated doing to my GoFundMe account, and here we are. So my commitment, once again, is to be that minister that is a safe place, that is a place of love, that is a place of integrity. And so giving to my GoFundMe campaign, that's what you're giving to. You are giving to a human being that is committed to walking the talk, the practice of spiritual values, of spiritual principle of love, no matter what. Because I really know in the depths of my being that that is what is active. No matter what it looks like, that is the activity. And so we're being called to wake up and to be what we say we want. I really appreciate Secretary Clinton's remarks in her concession speech that, we need to participate every day, not just once every 4 years, but every day. And so I'm looking at that and how, as a minister, I can best participate in bringing about the country that I know we are, to be an expression of the values that I know we hold, and to trust that the power that lives within all of us, including Donald Trump, has the power to shift this if we will allow it, if we will participate in the shift, if we will participate in love and integrity in the shift. God is so much bigger than this. Namaste.